Welcome to Live on the 802. We're here in the Creative Corner with Jim McGrath, an artist in downtown Wilmington. He has a gallery down here, Vermont resident for 38 years, and a really interesting man. So Jim, thank you for coming, and tell us a little bit about the man behind the paintbrush.
Thank you, Taryn. The man behind the paintbrush, well, I've been only painting seriously now for a living for 15 years now. And I'm a self-taught artist. I didn't have schooling for that. I was in construction most of my life, and I hurt my back enough times that I needed to switch to Plan B, and I'd always wanted to paint for a living. And here I am. I'm so fortunate to be doing that. Anyhow, so I like to say I have a gallery right on Main Street in Wilmington, right 22 Main Street, and it's great because folks can come in and walk through my gallery, and then there's a whole separate room off the gallery, and that's my open studio, and people can come in and watch me paint. They can talk to me, they can ask me questions about all my paintings, and I know I don't commission other paintings. It's just my stuff, and I like it that way. I can tell the story of every single painting and what I was thinking, what I was doing at the time. So I think they like that.
Oh, for sure. Everybody wants to know the artist, and that's great that you're available. There's a couple paintings you brought today. You're talking about every picture has a story. Can you tell us a story about these?
This is a story. This I painted 15 years ago. I started painting. Actually, this has two paintings. If you can see it, it's probably shiny, but there's two paintings under this. Oh. So, you see, I used to stain my paintings orange before I started, and I didn't like it. It sat against the wall for 5 or 10 years even. I picked it up, painted over it about 3 or 4 years ago, still didn't like it. And they're all three different paintings. So this one, I've just about 3/4 of the way finished, and I brought it in just to say that you can paint over a painting with oils, as long as you put a little coating of what they call gesso over the older painting. But this is done in like the Hudson Valley style of painting, that bright. It's called tonalism, and it's the darks and the brights in embellished colors. So I'm really enjoying doing this. I hope it stays like that, but I can always paint over it again.
Yeah,
So,
put it to the side, and we'll see it in 15 years.
Yeah.
Maybe it will change. And how about this one over here?
oh, this is different too. I experiment. Everything is trial and error with me, and it always has been. You know, like I said, I'm not school trained, so everything I do is through experiment. And
Do you have mentors that you've worked with through the years, or people that inspire you?
just the masters. I enjoyed Hudson Valley painters. Those are 19th century painters. And we have the Clark Museum right down there that I can go and get inspired by. And yeah, that's what I do. I'm just doing what I do and trying new things. This is a new thing because I painted this on burlap. You know, no one does that because it's difficult to paint on burlap. You know, all the nooks and crannies in there. These three birch trees happen to be on Colbert Drive over there off Stowe Hill, and I found them, and I did a small painting. I did a painting this size outside of those birch trees, and then and that's how I work. I paint outside first, usually, and then I'll do a large painting or a small painting from what I painted.
So speaking of outside, a lot of your work is nature inspired.
Yes.
Tell me about Plein Air.
Plein Air painting outside. I have a backpack. I have a Russian easel that's lightweight. A lot of people use French easels, but they're bulky to me because I like to be hiking until I find a place that inspires me. And so I got all my stuff in my bag. I got my easel and paints and water and my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and so I go out and I pick a spot, usually something that has a light and dark contrast. That's my thing, you know.
Well, it seems to be working for you all of this mastery takes place outside. It looks like you do it well, constantly innovating and creating new things. Make sure you check out Jim's website and his gallery, as well as his social media, where you can find all of these amazing pieces of art. Jim, what's your website again?
It's McGrathGallery.com, simple as that.
Check out his gallery, guys. You can go in, you can meet Jim, you can see him painting, and have a great conversation with him. Jim, we are so lucky to have you in the studio today. Thank you so much for stopping by and sharing this work. Stay tuned, more to come live on the 802.